What's up, everybody? Unpwned here. Early access has arrived. Woo! So, it's been about a day and a half since early access has released, and boy oh boy, have there been a lot of changes, differences, and questions. Woo! So first off, I want to go through some frequently asked questions that I keep seeing in the Breach chat or from people in game. So if you're coming to this video and there are certain issues you're having or questions you have, hopefully I can answer them for you right now. So one of the main questions I always see, there is currently region blocks. There are a lot of countries who currently don't have access to the game. It's not listed anywhere that I know of. The devs said they are trying to expand. There is currently only US and EU servers. They are planning on making Oceanic servers eventually. So, in case you were wondering, that is in the works, but there's no telling how long it will be before that happens. Second, there are lots of bugs and optimization issues, lag, glitches of that nature. Early access, it's really to be expected. Some are worse than others. I personally am not having any optimization issues. I've been running the game with great FPS. Haven't had any issues running it, to be honest. There have been a few games where it lagged so bad for 30-second, 45-second block periods of time that it was just ridiculous. But, you know, I've had worse. I've experienced far worse. Oh, look at this little demon freaking blocking me in here. Anyway, currently, if you are looking into buying the game, there is currently no separated queue for if you want to play as Hero or play as Veil Demon. Now, there are workarounds for this. You can make it to where you never get queued as Veil Demon by all you have to do is party with someone. If you are partied with someone, just one other person, it is impossible for you or the other person to get queued as Veil Demon. So there is a way to make sure you only get queued as Hero. The only way to make sure you get to play as Veil Demon is you have to have a full group. You need 4 people that are fine with being heroes every game, and then you can play Veil Demon in a custom. That is currently the only way to guarantee playing heroes or Veil Demon in a PvP scenario. Otherwise, you need to play solo AI mode, which lets you play anything you want versus AI. Which the AI are so easy, it's pretty boring. Another question I see people asking is how long the game's going to be in early access for. The devs have stated a few times that it's going to be a minimum of 6 months, but we're looking at 6 to 9 months most likely. Especially based on the roadmap they released. I'm going to say it's probably not going to be free to play for 6 to 9 months easily, which is understandable with the current state of the bugs and everything, but the potential the game has, for me, completely outweighs the wait. I am completely fine with waiting and dealing with these issues, because I'm pretty sure this game is going to be amazing once a lot of the fixes are implemented. So they fixed the experience gains. If any of you played during the final alpha, you'll remember the XP was bugged and it was really, really hard to level. That is no longer the case. Leveling up is really not that bad now. You can usually get a level or 2 per match, and if it's a really long match, you can get 3 levels. Getting to level 8 does not take long at all for a class. It's pretty cool. However, gold has been nerfed pretty hard. Like, it is really hard to get gold. And currently, gems cost 400 gold, equipment is 600, and then the 4th piece of equipment is 1200. And based off all of the testing I've done, on average, if you're playing versus AI and you're constantly getting the wins versus AI, you're going to make 250 to 350 gold an hour, which that's not a whole lot. You're looking at being able to unlock a single gem every hour and a half, roughly. And it would take 2 or 3 hours to unlock some gear. So gold is really hard to come by right now, and that's with the 100% booster. So if you don't have the booster, that'd be rough. But they have stated this is they're testing the grind and the gold gains in early access to see how it fares, see how people feel about it, and they might make changes to it. In its current state, it does feel a little lackluster and feels really grindy for the gold, but it feels just right for the XP. Another change that they implemented is they got rid of gem shards, which they were kind of pointless. It just kind of put another currency gate that wasn't really needed, considering that gold was harder to come by than the gem shards. So removing those doesn't really make a difference. What I wish they would do is remove the gold cost for the gems and only make them cost the gem shards. That way you can use the gold to save up for equipment and heroes, and then you need the shards for gems. I think that would be a much better model, in my opinion. Next, there are a lot of changes. A lot of the classes had a lot of changes done to them. A lot of the abilities, prismatic gems were changed pretty drastically. For instance, my Mana Warrior build that I had relied heavily on Mana Strike with the 30% haste from Arcane Charge and the talent that made Mana Strike not give you a shield but do increased damage. Well, they removed that talent. They made a prismatic gem, but it's nowhere near as powerful, and they removed impact from Mana Strike. So you can no longer annihilate structures with Mana Strike, and that sucks. That was like the main thing I had set up for my battle class build with the mix of Vanguard and Mana Warrior. However, I have discovered recently that the new structure destroying class might be Shadow. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm working on it. Other than that, the next best thing is the Exorcist's explosive shell. It's a cone. It does high impact. It knocks mobs down. It's really strong, has a fairly low cooldown. That is my current favorite impact ability. And you mix it with the Occultist ult and the Demon Hunter's sticky grenades and Binding Circle, and you got yourself a class that can do everything. It can heal, it can CC, it does really good single target and AoE damage. So it's kind of the whole package. I would honestly be scared as a VD to face four Demon Hunter, Occultist, Exorcist combo classes, because they would just have everything. They could destroy structures immediately. They can heal each other. It would be insane. So currently, in terms of the hero classes, that still seems like the most OP class because of just that combo. But I don't see anybody else really running it. So I've completely carried teams just using that because you can do everything. But a lot of the prismatic shards were changed drastically, so if you did play during the alpha, there's a good chance that whatever build you were using is no longer viable. And with that is really all there is to update you on the early access. If you were thinking about getting a pack or not, or joining the EA, They fixed and they changed a lot of things from the early access, but there's still a lot of issues. If you did get a pack and you haven't received your alpha skin or your level 100 skin, they are working on that. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Time, Saturday the 19th, they are going to be restarting the servers because there was a QC bug where if you bought a hero with QC points it was actually taking double the amount away. They have that recorded. They know who bought Heroes, and they're going to refund all those QC points back to you during the server reboot tomorrow. They said they'll be down for about 30 minutes. I think that was really the only announcement they made. Besides, they're also going to be rerunning a script for the people that didn't get their skins yet, for the alpha skin or the level 100 skin. There's a handful of people that haven't received it, and they said it had something to do with certain servers being up at certain times, and this script ran at a certain time before the server was actually up. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but yeah. So hopefully tomorrow, after the reboot and they rerun the script, everyone should have their alpha and 100 skins and the refunded QC points back that were wrongfully taken from you because you bought a hero. But that's about it. Those are, I think, the most important points to point out currently for the state of the early access. And hopefully this helped you. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment below. If I know the answer, I will answer you. If I don't, I will find out for you. Until then, hope you're having a good time. Hope you're enjoying early access, and I'll catch you next time. See ya!